good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Nexus grain market updates. It is March 25, Tuesday afternoon at 1:36 p.m. Looks like the markets are going to close a little softer today. Right now I have corn down 6 3/4 cents. Markets across the company at 437 to 442 for old crop corn, 411 for new crop corn. As that stands right now, those prices are about steady from a week ago today. Soybean market at the company, 937 to 942 across our terminals. That's off about a nickel for old crop soybeans, 936 to 944. And likewise, that is also off it's actually off about 10 cents for new crop soybeans across the company. A few comments, and there are comments I have this week are somewhat scattered. I'm going to start off with the weather conditions, weather report. We're going to start off globally. A lot of you already heard me speak of the El Nino that is continuing in the Pacific Ocean right now. It is somewhat weaker than it's been the past couple of weeks, but it's still there and not nearly as defined as we've seen it the past several weeks. We'll see how that pans out. With that said, nonetheless, the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day forecast, maybe a lot of you have already seen that, calling for dry conditions in the southwest. The 8 to 14 dry in the entire southern half of the United States. 6 to 10 much warmer than average in the south, about average conditions here in Iowa, and 8 to 14 above normal above normal temperatures. So it certainly looks like the first planting date we may see some field work getting done. A little bit of rain forecast for the next couple of days, but nothing particularly appreciable. The big news right now, and this is what everybody's been sitting on the edge of their seats with, the 31st next month, Monday, the Grain Stocks and Prospective Plantings Report. We'll just start off with what these are and why we have them. Grain Stocks is a quarterly report. I like to use that as a way to really reconcile the reported amount of stocks on hand versus the usage that we've been tracking month after month. Try to come up with some evaluation of what carryout, particularly corn, what that carryout should check in at. Right now, the last number, 1,540,000. As things feel with the way these spreads are carrying on, we could actually be in for a carryout somewhat smaller than that. We'll see, but as things are standing right now, it feels like it might just be a pinch tighter than 1,540,000. For corn. Prospective plantings, that's the big one, and as most of you have already heard me state earlier, it just feels like the market is out here right now trying to bid up by about an extra 5 million acres of corn from the U.S. farmer to satisfy global needs. There's some problems behind that. I'm going to talk about that this afternoon. The biggest problem with that is that if we're going to grow the corn production here in the United States, first thing that happens is you need the acres. Second thing that happens is the acres you get aren't ever going to be your high production acres anyway. They're the lower CSR acres that will drive down our trendline yield. So we can't just take some linear number, plug it into 5 million, and expect the production, the number available at the beginning of the year to to be affected in a linear fashion with the acreage. It just doesn't work that way. What I do believe we are going to see is we're going to see somewhere between 95 and 95.6. That is going to translate, depending on all the other variables, if nothing changes with our export numbers right now, if we can match next year with this year's export, we're going to walk out of here in about 16 months with a stocks to use ratio of 12.2%. 12.2% isn't a bad number in the world we're in right now. The last number that we're working with for the 24-25 crop is 10.2%. That's given us our corn values somewhere sub 450. The market can sustain and withstand a 12.2% without really much damage to price. I'm also assuming with this model that we're not going to see any production problems in the U.S. or South America. Okay, I'm just using the numbers I have in front of me. We could see significantly higher numbers if we have if we have damaging export demand. If we damage our export demand this year and we knock 250 million bushels of corn shipments off of next year's export shipments, we're in trouble. We could see this thing skyrocket up to around 15%. Nobody wants that. Know who's in charge. Be talking to them about this. This is serious if this really happens. The last time we seen a stocks to use ratio in that 15, the 16-17 and the 18-19 crop years, both 15.7%. We had corn hovering plus or minus of 350 a bushel. We do not want that. So that's really all I have to comment about with the prospective plantings. There's a lot of variables. There's a lot of balls in the air right now, and the acres is where we start. The next day, grain crushings and fats and oil seeds report from the National Ag Statistics Service. Again, I like to use these grain crushings, which is corn, both dry and wet milling of corn. I like to use again as a reconciliation for how we're standing year to date. Are we on track domestically? Are we off track? It feels right now like we're on track very well. The domestic corn users, again, I'll go over this again. You have your food people, your ethanol people, and your feed people. They're all making money using corn at today's prevailing price, so that's very good news for us. The fats and oilseeds is a report of soybean crushings. We'll see what that comes out, and I'm very interested to see that because the last group that put a number out, NOPA, I believe they underestimated by the tune of about 8 million bushels for their February 2025 crush number. We'll see how that pans out. As things are standing right now, it doesn't feel like the crushing industry has backed off one bit. All right. As far as the trade goes, the professional fund managers as of the 24th, yesterday evening, we're net long about 100,000 contracts of corn, net short of about 13,000 contracts of soybeans. So we've backed off considerably from the record amount of contracts we had been carrying earlier. The export inspections, very good right now. You would never believe, looking at a snapshot today, that we have any kind of a trade problem going on. We are tracking 9% ahead of the USDA's pace to hit our number. We packaged up 57.6 million bushels of corn last week. That's, as I say, that's 9% above pace. We packaged up 30.2 million bushels of soybeans. That's about 2% over pace. So actually those numbers look pretty good. That's really about all I have today. Kind of a short report. I do thank all of you for your business here at Nexus Cooperative. I wish all of you a prosperous planting season. It's great to see you. And stop in anytime and say hello to us. We appreciate your business. All of us at Nexus that are in the fuel, propane, refined fuels business, agronomy, we'd love to see you. So take care and goodbye.